Hello, welcome back to the stream part 2, or episode 10 part 2 if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We left off while the party were attempting to persuade a group of kobolds who served the Order of the Dragon to delve deeper into the caverns below. Emeric, I believe, planning to lure them into the area infested by a roper, a large monstrous creature resembling a stalactite. We left off just as Emeric had persuaded the kobolds to split into 2 groups and occupy 2 different rooms within the hatchery. I'm going to hand it straight back over to you, Emeric. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to look at everyone. I'm going to gather everyone over to me now. So if you all want to, so Emeric's sort of gesturing over to everyone to sort of come over. And I go to everyone. Look, I think what we do now, I think at this way here, I think we make it look like there's been a cave-in. You know, I've seen your little work that you've done, Wiltix. We could probably do maybe an illusion or so to make it seem like the cave-in or something's happened. And then I think I might, at the top of my lungs, let our roper friend know that we might have some fresh meat for him. What do you guys reckon?
I can try and cave off the doorway, but what if the other kobolds try and dig them out?
Well, look, worst case scenario, we just kill them as they come through. At least this way, it's only single file.
That sounds fair enough.
So we got the advantage. We've got the positional advantage, and hopefully our roper friend might come and say hello.
Yeah, definitely try that.
All right. So if you want to create if you want to actually try and do a cave-in, that'd be great. But if we can't, I reckon we do a minor illusion to make it look like a cave-in. And if you guys have any other things you'd like to add to make it look like a cave-in, you're more than welcome. Or if you have any other ideas, definitely pop up and, join in.
Well, that's what I was going to say before is, depending on what we want to do, I can create the cave-in. Now, did you want me to stick around?
I reckon we all stay here for now because we can all just go and investigate that other area that the kobolds don't exist in anymore.
Simon, I've created a rock that you can move in place.
Gonna say that I've just seen that because
you have full control.
Yep, the center there. But are we going to be on the other side with the kobolds?
No.
It doesn't need 5 foot.
We are not going to be on the other side. So I reckon you put it maybe just right here. And then I'm going to stand back. I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs. So you've done your minor illusion to make it look like a cave-in.
Yeah, the pile of rock.
So then I'll go, my friend, I'm shouting this, Owen. I don't want to shout it too loud, but I'm shouting at the top of my lungs into the cave. My friend, as I said I would, I have bought you fresh meat. Unfortunately, it's kobold and not human. But I guarantee you, there's a lot here to eat, and it will and you will get your share. That's it. I shout at the top of my lungs. So I'm sure the kobolds probably heard that, but there's the illusion of the cave-in. I'll gesture. Actually, it doesn't really matter if it moves or not.
Can I assist by? I can't really. So I got prestidigitation now. Yes. Can I try and muffle his voice so it sounds just like rocks falling?
Could even boom my voice even louder though if you wanted to
I don't want the kobolds to hear, but if it was like rocks falling, that would kind of add to the whole illusion.
It's okay. It could help with the illusion, but the rope might not be able to hear. So, but you can give it a go. That's up to you what you want to do.
You can definitely prestidigitate the sound of rocks falling coming from the area of the minor illusion.
See, now that's a cool idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So as that happens, I'm going to roll.
So we'll do it
dice. Yeah.
We'll do it kind of instantaneously, so that's happening while Emeric's kind of calling out. Yeah. Gotcha. So, when Mira does for prestidigitation, you don't see anything except there's this flash of fire in one eye and flash of ice crystals in the other eye. It's new spell goes off.
New spell. Who does?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, Mira, what is your spell save DC? And Simon, Wiltix, what is your spell save DC?
13.
Where is that on the
13.
sheet?
It'll be on your spells. It's just the top of the spell attack and then spell save
Extra
DC.
spell attack.
So under
Extra
spells,
spell
it should say to hit or DC.
It'd probably be 13 or 14, I imagine.
Oh. Spell save DC. I actually can't see it on the sheet.
Let's have a quick look at your sheet. So it'll be under. So if you look at spells,
I'm in spells. Yeah.
pull open your sheet. So spells. None of yours have it listed. That's annoying. Simon.
No, it should just be up listed underneath your description. If you click on the spells tab. And
Yeah, no, I've
You
it's
think
not
that?
there.
It's not
weird.
there.
No.
You think that. So I can figure it out for you. So it's going to be, it's your proficiency bonus, which is +2, plus your intelligence modifier, which is +3, plus I believe it's 8. So it'll be 13 is your save.
13. Okay.
Yes. But that is that's interesting that it doesn't list it. We'll have a look at that later. Yeah, it definitely doesn't say it. We'll fix that for your side, don't you worry. Actually, where does your minor illusion come from? Is that from your gnome ability?
Yes, it does. I think that's why it doesn't have a. It's not listed.
Okay. So it might be a little bit different in that case. It probably is using a different
modifier.
Yeah, let me have a quick look. So what's the gnome? You're a forest gnome, are you not?
Forest gnome, yep.
Forest gnome.
Forest.
Let me have a quick look. Gnome 5e, forest. I think it's probably going to be Constitution, knowing the gnome.
Knowing the gnome.
Knowing the gnome. I know the gnomes. Forest gnome. Here we go. Mine intelligence. No, you're sweet. So yeah, 13 is your DC save.
Cool.
Sweet as. So yeah, so 13. I've got some bad news. The kobolds, even with a hike to those DCs, have seen through the minor illusion. I rolled a natural 20 for one group. And then for the next group, I rolled a 17.
Fair enough.
So I boosted your DCs by 2, so it was a 15 they had to pass. They have both passed. I'm going to keep our initiative order from before, as you hear cries of "Betray us!" from behind the illusion of the rock. Azure.
Oh my god, we're back in murder corridor again.
In the murder corridor. Azure, you are back at the top of the round.
Yeah. Oh dear. Do they actually start charging through?
No, all you hear is this voice call out, "Betrayers!" from behind the minor illusion rock.
Hey, Owen, can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Are you gonna add this is just I'm just curious. Are you gonna add a roper to that turn order by any chance?
He's on the GM layer right now.
Okay.
So you shouldn't be able to see. No, good. You can't see him.
I can't see
Good.
him. No.
Okay, cool. That's good. You shouldn't be able to.
He would move far too slowly, though, wouldn't he? Because he only moves 5 feet a turn or something.
It depends on where he is. We don't know where he is.
He's just got a 50-foot reach, remember?
And that room where that's where all the corpses are. So he could very well be in there. We don't know.
I rolled perception for him, just so you guys know.
Yeah,
I did roll his perception to see if he heard you shouting.
Big, was he huge creature or is he like
large
mid-sized,
creature?
or?
Yeah, large creature.
So would he even fit through the hole that we had to climb through to get to that area?
Wiltix, what's your intelligence? You're quite intelligent, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm
16.
+3. Yeah.
Yeah. As you think of that, yeah, you're pretty confident the roper's not going to be able to fit through that hole. And as you think a little bit more, you think the narrow tunnel underneath as well is going to be very hard for him to squeeze through, that narrow tunnel that led underneath the violet fungus garden. You think he's going to have a bit of trouble squeezing through that too?
Cool.
I've managed somehow.
Do we...
Maybe we lead them on a chase into here?
I suppose it's not my turn yet, so who's...
Azure is up first.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it's... I don't want to metagame too hard, but I reckon here's still a really good spot because it's just it's only single file. They can't get their pack tactics off because I'm literally blocking them from coming into this area.
Tastes meta.
It's a bit meta.
Well, that's what would happen anyway. I led them
you
down
guys have
here.
fought these. You fought these creatures before.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's a little meta, but literally, just thinking of combat tactics and stuff. He knows that it's best to have hordes come through a narrow area, and he chose this area.
Absolutely.
What does good old Azure do? Good, pure, lovely, golden-hearted Azure.
Golden-hearted Azure is going to prepare a Radiant Sunbolt, just in case something comes out of that corner in an aggressive manner.
I think that's a very good held action. Mira.
A holds a firebolt for the same situation.
Wiltix. Guessing it's the same sitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Just standing behind the ledge now as opposed to on top of it. So
Leosin's going to stand back here and go, I'll keep watch if anything comes this way. I'd rather not just murder a bunch of small lizards.
Yeah.
Winged kobolds. Emerging from behind the illusion and triggering your held action is a winged kobold. Emeric, technically you'd get the first as it enters your threatened space, and you can use your reaction, and then the held actions will go off as other things happen as well.
Does a 22 hit?
It does. How
7
do you do this?
Buffing?
Oh.
Okay. As it sort of comes through the illusion and pops up, I'll just immediately strike it down with a halberd, just tearing a huge chunk out of its chest.
You, as it sort of flies through, crying out this kobold war cry, you just thrust your halberd forwards, and it just impales itself and drops to the ground dead. Cry cut short. Over its body emerges another one that triggers Mira's held action first. Oh no, sorry, it'd be Azure's held action first. Azure, your sunbolt goes off if you wish, as it flies forward wielding a dagger.
Yep. A 5 radiant damage.
Oh, it's not dead. It's going to make an attack against Emeric as it flies out. Emeric, does a 17 hit you?
Yes, it does.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Ooh, okay.
Let me double check that's rolled correctly. Yes, that has, 6 piercing damage. These winged kobolds are a little bit tougher than the normal ones. Emerging from the darkness. Actually, technically, Simon, this would trigger your held action too, and Mira. This would trigger all of you. So, sorry, Emeric, undo that. Mira, you can activate it on this one too. Sorry, it's... Did you want to activate it?
Yeah,
16.
16.
Yeah, sorry, you kill it instantly.
Yeah, I kill it,
and then emerging from behind the boulder, another one comes. Simon, would you like to activate your held action, please?
I would.
12. 12 does not hit.
Oh.
This one makes the attack against you, Emeric, and you take the 6 piercing.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you re-rolled that.
Nope. Emerging from the darkness, sprinting by, and pushing through to here as it flies over your head, Emeric. This one's going to make an attack against... It's not moving out of your range. It's going to make an attack against Wiltix. I'm guessing a 9 doesn't hit you, does it, Wiltix?
No, it does not.
No, and this one flies out. And it can only move to here, so it does so. And then it's going to make an attack against Emeric.
Isn't there already one there attacking me?
There shouldn't be one. Oh, they're behind the hidden one. Yeah, sorry. Let me move the dead ones out of the way.
Then I took damage. Then I took damage again from another one. Which one?
So there's two attacking you, Emeric.
Yeah, sorry. There's this one here that you can. Sorry, it's because of the way the layers are working. It's very hard to see. So this one here.
Oh, is he shooting me?
Yeah. So he threw the dagger, and then this one moves forward into... Sorry, let me move these things out of the way so that you can see really easily. There we go.
Yeah, no, that makes more sense. That makes
easier
sense. Because I thought they were both in this space. So I was like, wait a second.
No.
That's cool.
I'm guessing a 4 does not hit you, Emeric. As I roll a natural 1.
No, you're not very close.
Sweet. Next up are the kobolds. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
They're going to start to move up. They're going to use their slings as a range. So this one's going to go for Mira. Does a 12 hit you, Mira?
No.
This one's going to go for... I'm rolling a d4. Emeric.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a 6. This one's going to go for Mira. Natural 20.
Oh.
Mira, you take 6, 7, 8 bludgeoning damage.
Actually, Mira's looking a bit hurt after that because...
Another sling. This one at Azure. This one has got line of sight to Azure. 12 doesn't hit you, does it, Azure?
No, it doesn't.
Emeric, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to do a hellbit attack against this one here.
Yes, as is your right.
Does a 13 hit?
That's a winged kobold. It just hits.
Oh, 13 slashing?
Yeah, how do you do this?
So I want to be pretty quick, so I'm just going to, sort of, as it's attacking Wiltix, I'm going to come through and just slice it in the back.
Yeah, you just
and then I'm going to turn my vengeance onto this one.
Absolutely, so this one's a little bit hurt, the one that's right in your face.
14 hits, but don't ignore the damage.
Yeah, you roll a d4. How do you want to do this?
So 4 plus 3 at 7. So I'll just sort of whack it on the head pretty much and just send it spiraling to the ground.
Yep, as you take out these 2 winged kobolds.
I'll move back to here.
Yep.
And we want to do this. Where do I go? Maybe in there. No, but there. I might just go back to here, and then I'll pass my turn.
Alrighty. Azure.
I can't really. I don't imagine I could dance into the fray, surely, because there's too many people in the way. Is that
you can get through here?
You could move up to the narrow entrance there if you wished.
Yeah, why not? I'll move in.
Yeah, you rush in.
I'll rush in and make a quarterstaff attack.
So you'll have to move up one more space. I'll just move that dead kobold out of the way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry,
so there's one here. Yeah, so there's one here that you can see.
Oh, there's one there.
This one?
Yeah. He shouldn't be there. Cool. There he is.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
No, that's...
11 doesn't hit. As you sort of... Sorry, I have to move you there. As you sort of swing, the winged kobold darts around, moving out of the way, your quarterstaff banging uselessly into the wall. Did you want to make an unarmed strike as a bonus action?
I will make an unarmed strike, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
no. Again, normally the 1-2 punch has served you well. This time, the kobold just slaps your hand down as it flies over the top, cackling in your face.
Can't hit me, stupid little man.
Anything else on your turn, Azure?
Don't think I can do anything else.
Alrighty.
No, yep, I'm okay.
Mira.
I knew you were going to do that. She will firebolt this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then...
It's going to be brutal.
But I'm going to twin it for 1 sorcery point to try and get to the other one behind as well.
Nice. Yep. I love it. Let's see it.
1 firebolt and then 1 ghostly sort of silvery firebolt.
Yep.
And
18 hits.
Hit, and then
3
the other
to the one
one
in front.
18 to hit again, only 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. As you sort of throw this fireball out, and then the ghostly silvery bolt splits off from the main attack. They go to dodge. The winged kobold goes to dodge, but the firebolt curves and slams into its chest. And as it flies up to dodge it, the light ghost one passes straight through and strikes the other kobold behind it with a cry.
I'll move back as well. 5, 10, 15,
yeah.
30. Can still have a C.
Wiltix, what would you like to do, Wiltix?
Can I see past Azure down the hallway to attack one of the kobolds? Or?
Yeah, as you peek through his knees, you can see the kobold.
Fair enough. We'll have a shot at that kobold, I suppose.
Yep. So he's a little bit harder to hit from where you are, but that's you can absolutely make an attack. So his AC just goes up teensy bit.
Cool. Okay.
I think you'll still get him. 17 still hits. How do you want to do this?
I suppose I'd probably whistle out to the kobold, and as he ducks his head underneath to look through Azure's legs, hit him straight in the face.
Yeah. So you basically just sort of duck low, aim the crossbow up, give it a bit of a whistle. And then, as it looks down, crossbow bolt just slams into its chest. Before it even has a chance to sort of cry out, it just crumples and smashes into the ground. Anything else on your turn, Wiltix?
Might just move back another 5, 10 feet about there.
Leosin moves up 5, 10, 15, 20. Looks at you two and goes, They're just killing kobolds in there, aren't they?
Yeah, slowly.
They are. Yes.
This is not what we should be doing. We don't need to do this. This is unnecessary.
Well, your brother seems pretty keen.
It concerns me. His time here seems to have corrupted him a little. I am a bit worried about him.
I don't know if that's so much time, or that is just hanging out with Emeric a little bit too much. But
yes, it does concern me. That's his full turn.
I'll turn to Leosin and I'll say, I'll keep an eye on him, Leosin. Don't worry. And she looks a bit concerned as well.
You concern me a little too, Mira. Don't take this the wrong way. In fact, all of you concern me slightly. Even you, Wiltix. The winged kobolds.
Even Wiltix. Even Wiltix. He's the most dodgy person in the whole group.
I think the giant wolf.
I would like to point out, though, that the interactions Leosin has had with Wiltix, nothing dodgy's occurred. That's all been stuff that's happened in Wiltix's dreams or has just been with you guys. Leosin's opinion of Wiltix is that he seems pretty okay. Like he's affected by a blood curse, but it's equal opportunities, guys. It doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad person.
He's a terrible person.
Yeah, I mean, Leosin's experience of Wiltix is that every time he transforms into a wolf, he's bullied by Emeric and pushes him down a ladder. So
That's true. That's very true.
Leosin's opinion is that like Wiltix is a bit he's underappreciated. He seems to have he's a bit bullied. That's not the truth.
Everyone makes these short jokes around him.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's Leosin's experience of what Wiltix's life is like. I was going to say it's the winged kobold's turn, but they're dead, so it's the kobold's turn. I'm going to move this corpse out of the way just so this kobold can move up. It's going to move up to you. It's going to make an attack against you, Azure. It's going to make a bit of a stabby stab. Does a 19 hit you, Azure?
A 19 does hit.
You take 4 damages.
4 damages.
Damn.
4 damages. As this one moves up behind, it's going to use its sling. I'm going to roll a D4 because I can only see 2 of you. Emeric, you have a bit of a plus to AC because it's trying to get this past Azure. Cool. As it uses its sling. It's a natural one, doesn't matter anyway. As it moves back out of the way. This one's going to make a sling attack against Azure. 15 Azure?
No.
Doesn't hit.
Oh,
this one's going to make a sling attack against D4. Azure again. 17 Azure, I'm guessing that does hit.
17 hits.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage, I'm so sorry.
Oh, but do I though? That's the question.
You do. This one's going to move up 5, 10 here.
No, I'm going to use my reaction to catch it.
Oh, yes. As you catch a ranged weapon. Do it.
Yay!
So you roll I think it's a D8 or a D10?
1D10.
1D10, roll it. Let's see if you can reduce the damage to 0.
7. I wonder if I can roll from here. Yeah, hang on.
I love it. So you can now just click on the 1D10. You can just click on the 1D10 now to do it for you. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
7. You catch it, and you take no damage.
Plus 7. Yeah, because it's 1d10 plus 7, so it's actually 14.
Yeah, so you just 0. You just catch this in midair.
I imagine like I'm just death staring this kobold, and he flings it at me. I catch it in front of my face and just drop it to the floor.
So you can throw it back too.
I won't waste the key point, but I'm definitely going to roll intimidation because I just want to stare him down as I do it.
Yeah. 14. So basically the way this works...
Maybe we should be a little concerned about Azure.
So Azure's body doesn't move except for his hand, which just catches this rock as it flies towards him, and then he just lets go as it clinks onto the floor. Without changing his expression, his golden eyes are fixed upon this kobold. It backs off and moves down the corridor out of the way. You see it just slowly starts backing away, and it whispers to its companion,
That one scares me. Don't aim for that one for the moment.
This one's going to move up and make an attack against Emeric with a sling. Emeric, you got a +1 to AC as you have quarter cover. Doesn't matter, I rolled a 9. then moves back out of the way as these rocks sort of fly harmlessly over your head. That's everyone's turn. Emeric, last in the round.
I'll move forward. I'll strike over Azure because I got 10-foot reach. So let's do an attack. 20 damage.
20 damage. 20
sorry, no. 20 to hit.
That hits.
Slashing.
That is enough. How do you want to do this?
Oh look, I'm over. So I'm striking over Azure. So I'll just sort of hold it above his head and then sort of bring it down between the shoulder and the neck, so in the shoulder blade area.
Yep.
And then I'll actually bring it out. I'll move past Azure, basically standing on top of the one I just killed.
Mm-hmm.
Hit this one with my bludgeoning, with the halberd butt.
Go for it.
I think 21 hits. Ignore damage.
21 hits.
2 + 3, 5 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to come in, and just as I come in, I strike it really hard in the chest, cracking its ribs and its rib cage and sort of in the lung, just hitting everything in the chest and just caving it in pretty much.
It wheezes pained, laboured breaths as your halberd butt cracks against its ribs. I believe that's called Stridor?
Yeah.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Doctor. As you crush in its chest, and then as it sort of struggles for breath, it looks up at you.
Why?
I look at it dead in the eyes.
Yep.
I look it dead in the eyes as I look at them like, well, I just fucking hate cultists of Tiamat.
Yeah. Anything else in your turn, Emeric, or have you done enough?
Look, I'll stay where I am. I'll take the brunt.
Cool. Azure, my friend.
All right. Yeah, we've got a lot of turns.
There's only 4 left, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and persuade them.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I put my hand on Emeric's shoulder and I walk beside him.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, and I talk to them, but I say it in a really commanding voice. So I'm really trying to persuade them here.
Okay.
Now, you have a choice. We can end you very easily, but I'm willing to let you live, and my friend may let you live, depending on how the court lives.
I do laugh.
Make me, I guess you could do intimidation or persuasion, your choice. And you may do so with advantage.
As I'm laughing, covered in blood.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, it's not letting me roll twice, hang on.
Oh yeah, you have to give it a few seconds. 18.
It's not bad.
Now, I'll finish what I say and then while you roll.
What do you want of us?
We need your help.
You
and
have
you'll do as we say.
You've
and you'll do what
slaughtered us.
we say. Yes.
We were doing what you said.
No, you didn't.
They did.
You did not stay on the other side of the rock.
You told the roper to attack us and kill us.
I can walk up. Just let them go. Run away. And never come back. Just leave.
We want to. You are blocking the path. Please move.
I say to them, now guys, look. If you go down to the left here, there's another way out. Go down the ladder and you'll find your way out.
We plead. There is only one entrance and exit. You need to let us leave, please. We know this. Yeah. We have been here for months.
I look at Emeric and go, they're not cultists. They're just...
I look at Mira.
Kobolds.
Are you saying, are you looking at me or as in you're trying to give me you're telling me this? Are you saying that?
I say, they're not cultists. They're just kobolds.
And I'll look at you and I'll just look at you and go, yeah, but... See, the thing is, they're still trash.
We'll have some mercy.
There's only one thing we need. And you were guarding it at the end of that hall.
What are you talking about?
I assume you were guarding the dragon's eggs.
There were only 3. You
No.
said you took them.
What? Actually, while you're here, what else is up there?
That is our sleeping chamber.
Is there any treasure or anything like that?
Only our belongings. No treasure. Treasure was taken. The hoard was taken away.
So there's nothing left behind.
We will.
The cultists took the hoard. They took it a day ago, 2 days ago.
What is the hoard? The other hoard.
The hoard. It is the treasure. The hoard of the Dragon Queen herself.
If you stay here while we go and investigate, we want
to leave. We want to go.
Oh, you can stay here.
Where will you go if you leave, though?
We will run away. Anywhere but here. There is a room of bodies behind us. You did this, didn't you?
Look, I'm of the opinion, I don't know if you guys, obviously some of you are leaning towards letting the kobolds go, but do we really want them to be able to leave and then be able to tell people that we have the dragon eggs?
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
We literally told them we've got the dragon eggs.
You told them that you took the eggs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They definitely know.
That's true.
Emeric, didn't you tell? I thought we told them that the roper took them.
You've told them that you took the... Yeah, so you've told them 2 different things. You've told them that you took the eggs, and then you told them that you stashed the eggs here, and then you told them that the roper took the eggs.
You kind of worked it the wrong way around.
It's fine. They weren't listening to me. I just wanted them to go in there, and then they were 2 chicken shits, so they weren't going to go in there.
Okay.
Hey, look, I would have used these guys as manual labor, but there was no eggs.
True.
Well, the fact that the moment there was no eggs there, I was like, oh shit, what do I do with these people now?
Oh my god. You guys really worry me sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, they're kobolds.
Yeah.
If they, if raped and pillaged, across the green nest, they were having no qualms then, were they?
Nor that it's not a fair fight, is it?
Doesn't really matter if it's a fair fight. The strong live or the weak do not. I look at them in the eyes and I'm going to do an insight check on what I'm about to say. I look at them and go, tell me right now, did you or did you not pillage Green Nest and have your way with the populace?
We have been in this cave for the last 2 months. We got the eggs.
I probably trust them, don't I?
Looking at them, they seem to be very confused about what's going on. They seem to be very scared. You don't get the sense that these are lying, or the one that's speaking to you is lying.
Well, look, I'm getting Emeric. He wants to get along with the people he's traveling with, and he's sensing a bit of.
I'll look at
friction.
Azure. Actually, I'll just look at Azure. That's who I'm looking at.
So I'm going to look at you guys and look. So you guys really want them to scamper off?
I don't want them to leave this cave, but I also don't want to kill them.
We're still working in order.
We're paused in initiative, so no, you can say whatever you want.
I was going to say, I'm not essentially going to say, but I was going to. I mean, if I can see another kobold, I'm just going to shoot him.
Yeah, go Wiltix.
Well,
oh my god, Leos is just going to be sitting there like, oh, Wiltix, no!
Well, no, I've gotten to the point, I've said my part where they know who we are. They definitely know Mira because we mentioned her by name to say that Lane DeJoyce sent her. So if they get to the other cultists, they're going to say Mira and her crew stole them. So in Wiltix's mind, it's self-preservation, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, well look, I'm happy to let that ride out. It's up to you guys in the DM.
Oh, like, that's what I'm saying. If I'm allowed to attack,
I take no responsibility for your actions tonight. None.
Oh no, but it's just making sure that you allow us to like.
If you allow me to attack, I'm gonna shoot across.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just walk up and shoot your bow. Absolutely.
That is literally how we usually do it in D&D. Just shoot, kill everything.
I was saying before on the break.
None of this moral dilemmas. What's going on, man?
Oh, it's past. It's now.
Yeah.
It was, but
Mira, while we took a break,
be in two minds.
Yeah, true. While we took a break, I was like to Alice, I was like, oh, they're doing so well. Like, there's no combat again. It's a super RP heavy episode. It's so great. Never mind. I forgot who I was playing with. This is the Lost Archives, people. We have 1 episode of RP, 6 episodes of brutal murder. I've filled a room with all of your corpses, by the way, just so you can see off to the left-hand side.
Yeah, we saw that. We noticed that.
I'll just highlight that for the stream. There you go. That's the casualties of just this one mine.
Thank you.
No problem, guys.
At the end of the day, they are cultists, and on his point, he wouldn't have any time for the cultists. He would want to kill them all. Being frank.
Yeah. So while this conversation's happening, Wiltix, you can just move up and shoot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I've gone
Yeah, I thought it might be.
I'll say I don't want them to go and. I can say to the group, I don't want them to go and tell the other cultists about this. So, shoot. And I just rolled a 22 to hit.
The one in front?
One right in front.
Yeah, beautiful. 4 damage. Yep, this bow goes through. There's sort of this moment of confusion as they look towards you and go,
why have you done this?
Azure, we resume initiative with you first.
I'm going to walk back. I'm out of their range. I'm going to walk back to Leosin.
Okay. Leosin looks at you. Are you okay, Azure?
Yes, I've just had enough of needless killing.
I should hope so. Yep.
Look, I will protect those around me with my honor. But when they've clearly given up, that's not defense anymore. That's just murder.
Yes, it's a fine line. I understand, but I feel like we crossed that line quite a bit of time ago. I'm pleased you have stepped back from it, though.
I tried to save them. My bit.
See, what's funny is that just before Simon did what he was about to do, I was about to say, because Emeric likes the people he's around, he feels a bit of fear and Mira and Azure. He was actually, get this, he was actually going to let them pass.
Hey, amazing!
Wow,
amazing
shot.
That no character development that didn't have
because like he realized that maybe he was going to realize that maybe letting them pass this one time would like mend a few bridges with Mira and Azure. Like it's not that he's burnt down a lot of bridges, but like he doesn't want to keep doing that. He was going to actually make them feel a bit better. But no, this has been changed, so he's gonna have to kill them now.
Awesome. Anything else on your turn, Azure? Just chat to Leosin.
I'm just chatting to Leosin.
Mira, you're up next. Do you want to participate in senseless violence, or?
No, she'll just keep an eye on Azure.
Nice. Leosin looks to you, Mira, gives you a nod and a bit of a smile, seeing you not approaching and joining in. Wiltix, you're up next.
But she kind of wants to. So her silver side's facing Azure, but her red side's facing towards the kobolds.
Because you hate kobolds.
Yeah.
Nice. Wiltix.
Roll a dice to see if you would attack them.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Very nice. Wiltix, what would you like to do?
No, I'm going to shoot it again.
How do you want to do this?
Probably just get him straight in the stomach this time.
Let me just add him to the room. Cool. Anything else in your turn, Wiltix?
No, not really.
Sure?
Look, I might threaten them to say if you want to head further into the cave. If you want to head further into the cave, that's the only way I'm letting you out.
Okay. At this point,
once we're done, yeah.
They're just really like terrified. They're confused. They're scared. They've seen so many of their comrades die. Leosin is going to move up and give you a hug, Azure.
Oh.
So wholesomeness happening in the cavern.
Yeah,
brother. Not senseless murder. It makes sense. Like secrets and such.
I'm just gonna. We talked about there being a fine line. I've just drawn it for you on the map. There's the fine line, and that's where it stands.
Well, I mean, in my point of view, I mean, I wanted to sneak past to try and go check the stuff out beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just look, it's how it happens. This is how it happens.
You definitely raised some good points, though, Simon, about the fact that like you guys blatantly told them like one of your names. Another name was mentioned in front of them as well. Your descriptions are pretty unique at this point. And then you talked about having taken the eggs. So you do have a very good point in that they had a lot of information to take with them wherever they went.
Yeah, it's very true.
The person just gives you a hug, Azure, and a pat on the back. It's the kobold's turn. I'm going to make a save to see what they're going to do, because I think at this point, it's very much fight or flight.
They should hide.
This one's a fight. This one's a fight. Shit, they're all fight. Okay, here we go. This one's going to move up to you, Emeric. That's an 8. That doesn't hit you. This one's going to move up. It's got pack tactics.
So the moment that one moves in, I'm going to use my reaction to actually hit it.
Beautiful.
Because once it comes into my range here, I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, go for it.
Does a 14 hit?
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so the other one comes in. I actually come in to swipe at him, but I miss, and I hit the other one behind him.
Yep, and then this last one moves up. It now has pack tactics. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
3 piercing damage.
All good.
That's their full turn. Emeric.
Do you
want to just end this?
I'm just going to attack them. They're attacking me now. I was actually going to...
Yeah.
I was going to make them go down here, but they're attacked me, sir.
I rolled fight or flight, so basically I rolled a wisdom save. They passed for the
1 does 7. 1 does 6. I think they're both dead, Owen.
They're both dead. Yeah. As you just carve through and then smash forward with the butt of the halberd, you are now out of initiative. And for those of you who are watching us live or on YouTube, I'm just going to demonstrate here. This room I have filled with all of the tokens of the creatures that have been killed by the Tempest Guild.
That's 34 corpses.
Those were not killed by us.
Look, in Emeric's defense, he did try and talk to them first before he killed them.
That's true. These tokens, Andrew, are actually all your casualties. The other ones that aren't yours, I've left on the map. These are your. This is the Tempest Guild's casualty count. Just so you know. How did you say it was, Claire? Was it 34?
34.
34.
Oh.
Do you want to include the mushrooms?
You should include the mushrooms.
Oh, I don't feel like mushrooms count. No, I'm not dealing with self-actualized fungi. We're going to move on.
I would like to say that, Emeric tried to talk to them all before he killed them.
Oh, there's no judgment. This is Dungeons and Dragons. You're fine.
I'm going to walk out covered in blood. I'm going to shrug my shoulders and go, look, I was actually leaning towards you guys there. I was actually going to let them go, but... And then Wiltix came in, and then he shot them, and they attacked me, so what could I do?
You had but one choice.
Yeah, it was good fun though, wasn't it? I sort of tap, clap Wiltix on the back. Good shot there.
Leosin looks at you, Emeric. Oh, sorry, no, you go, Simon. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's all right. I wasn't really going to say much.
Me either, really. You go. Go on, kind sir.
No, well, I was just going to say, I would rather kill them with my own hand than send them off to that creature. So,
Leosin looks at the two of you.
It's very Game of Thrones.
Sounds like you have your reasons and you've justified this in your minds. I'm pleased that you feel this was necessary and you feel your actions were justified. If that helps you, then I'm pleased you have that security and that safety.
I give him a thumbs up.
Cool. He just nods very sadly. Looks a bit disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just really disappointed. He doesn't say that, but he looks disappointed.
Well, I'm oblivious. I don't really notice.
Yeah. Now, did you guys want to go investigate the cave where the kobolds were originally?
No.
Man, we'll just quickly check it out. Do you want to do like a little just time skip?
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna. So what you find if you go back and have a bit of a look. You guys have got time now, so you just find this. If you take 10 minutes, you get 38 gold pieces, 152 silver pieces, and 704 copper pieces, which are sorted into 88 stacks of exactly 8 copper coins each. Dozens of dragon-themed talismans and amulets are carved from bone, wood, and ivory scattered about the floor. The workmanship on most of them is frankly terrible, but 4 of them have a unique artistic flair. They are worth 50, 60, 70, and 100 gold pieces respectively, if you can find the right buyer, someone of artistic oddities. If you try and sell this to anyone else, you think it's only going to be worth 10 gold each. So I'll put that all in the chat for you, shall I?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so 38 GP, 52 silver pieces, 704 copper pieces, and then the 4 talismans worth 10 gold pieces each, to collector worth more. How about that? There you go.
Perfect. Nice.
And that's what she said.
Is there anything else in this room?
Literally, this room is just a barracks for the kobolds. Mattresses of straw covered with badly cured furs, and making small beds that seem to be sort of haphazardly positioned around the chamber. Rats and small lizards scurry through the food scraps. Mouldy wineskins litter the floor. It looks like this place is just where the kobolds were living. It's their living quarters and their barracks.
Because kobolds aren't the smartest of people, would they have written down maybe the location of where their cultist group was moving to?
Do you want to make me a investigation or perception check as you look through this stuff?
I would like to.
Because this is a specific thing.
Okay, a nat 1 or a 4.
As you look through, you don't really find anything apart from what I've described. It's all as described above.
Cool. Alright, easy.
Alright, shall we move out of the cave?
Yeah, it's time to head onwards.
Alright.
Leave the caves behind us.
Let me move you guys back to our splash screen as we move back into Theatre of the Mind.
Of the mind, of the mind, of the mind.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was great. Andrew, yes.
I love it. Okay. So yeah, as you guys pass back out through the entrance of the cave, warm, strong sunlight hits your face, and as you look up, you estimate the time is maybe 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Since you stepped into the caves, it's only been about an hour, 2 hours of exploration and all of that. All of that chaos in 2 hours, guys. Holy shit. You see the camp is still mostly deserted. Sorry, what was that, Mira?
I was just going to turn around and sadly look back at the dark cave and go, well, that was a waste of time. That was not very efficient. It wasn't a great payoff in terms of risk-benefit analysis, I feel.
Oh shit, that's not how I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to be like, oh, those poor kobolds, and said you're just worried about efficiency. I love it.
Well, of course, Emeric.
Could I ask a little favour there, Mira, actually? I'm sort of covered in kobold blood. Could you use that nifty little... do you have any nifty that could clean me up?
Do I? Yes, of course. She'll prestidigitate all of the muck and everything away.
Thank you.
And there'll be a lovely fresh smell.
Sure.
As she conjures a little bit of incense that kind of wafts from one finger.
Ooh,
very nice.
That shouldn't smell too half bad.
I'm going to feel a little bit awkward watching Mira sponge bath.
It's just like a wipe.
Tis a magic sponge bath.
It's like a wipe on, wipe off sort of situation.
Danielson, wax off, wax off.
Yeah, like that.
Awesome. Except hopefully a bit less racist. So you guys are standing in the warm sunshine. You clean Emeric with magic, giving him did you say a fresh pine smell, or was it?
Yeah, like just a bit of incense. Yeah.
Nice fresh incense smell. So you probably smell the nicest you've smelt for some time, Emeric. As this sort of magical pine freshness covers you.
I guess it wouldn't be pine. It would be more like charcoal-y, like a bit of an open fire. Marshmallows on a fire. There you go. That's what it smells like.
Okay, yeah, so you smell quite nice, actually. You sort of sniff your clothes, they smell delicious. Leosin turns to the four of you. What is your plan now? Shall we take... you said you had a cart? Do you want to take the cart back to Green Nest, or... Azure, you said you were with a guild. You are an adventuring guild out of Oxenfurt, correct?
We are, yes.
I wouldn't mind travelling to Oxenfurt if that is your next destination. There's some research I'd like to do. I'd like to learn more about the cult from the Oxenfurt Library. The unseen university there will have information, I'm sure.
That's a very good idea.
Yes, I think we need to get these eggs to a safe place.
Do you reckon this cult could be very bad news for our entire tree?
Are you kidding, Emeric? We were meant to come here and deal with a couple of kobolds and this giant dragon.
Look, that's definitely a good point.
I fear that this may be an apocalyptic consequences for what the cult is doing if they are left unchallenged and unchecked. As you know, Azure and I were sent to this plane, to Nostea, for a reason, and I believe this was the reason, to stop this cult, to stop the Order of the Dragon. Especially with what we've learned.
We can't let Tiamat rise again.
Yes, if that is their goal, if that is their intention, that is terrifying to me. I cannot stand by and let that happen.
Look, I think it's Oxenfurt should definitely be our destination, but I think we owe it to the people of Green Nest to let them know we couldn't find what we set out to look for.
You did find a chest of treasure, did you not, down there?
Yes, we did. We should return that. It's a very good point.
I suspect probably that was taken from Green Nest and surrounding villages. The least we could do is, if we couldn't get all of it back, at least give them some of what we found.
I mean, we might find more when we find the cultists or catch up to them, but I mean, at the moment, I think we should head there, drop off what we have, and then head to Oxenfurt.
But don't tell them about the eggs.
No, I think that's probably a safe bet. The less people who know about it, the better.
Yes, I could not agree more with that. I think it will be interesting to see what comes of this. This is an important decision you've made, taking these. I fear there could be consequences. Positive or negative, I know not.
Yes, I also thought maybe we should go to the university. There might be somewhere on one of the many planes that they have in that building that we could store them.
Maybe.
But again, I don't know.
All right.
But look, I think at the end of the day, though, these eggs better in our hands than in the cult's.
Oh, yes. I think we all agree on that. All right. I take it you guys head back to the camp and collect your cart.
Mm-hmm.
And load the eggs up.
And load the eggs.
Fantastic.
Our cart's back at...
I think what we should try and do is make as little disturbance in the bush as possible as we go back to our cart, to make it seem as to remove our tracks as much as possible.
We could do that.
Yeah,
someone
absolutely.
behind us can just sort of brush away the footprints and such.
Do you want to take control of that, Azure? You could make a survival check to try and erase your tracks.
Yeah, survival. Yeah, 13.
13, nice. Yeah, as you sort of stick to the back of the group, using a branch and... using as a branch to sort of help wipe away your tracks as you guys travel along. You pass back out of the narrow entrance to the plateau on either side that makes up this canyon where the cults had set up this location. Having now killed or seriously inconvenienced anyone and everyone associated with this location, you make your way back through the woods. The peaceful sound of birdsong, gentle breeze, the rustling of grasses and leaves in the trees, it leaves you feeling a bit disconcerted almost after the horrors that you have witnessed in the caverns below where you've just been. It feels very different to the last 24 hours of what you've been through since arriving in Green Nest. be 32 hours at this point. Since arriving in Green Nest. You make your way back through the wooded area, erasing your tracks as you go. And as you emerge from the trees towards your camp, see a few deer moving across the grasslands that bolt as you approach. You arrive at your campsite that you'd set up where you'd buried the eggs. The stick is still there, marking the area where you had buried the eggs that Wiltix had placed previously. I'm assuming you dig them up?
I'd imagine so, yes.
Yes, you dig up the eggs. 2 of them still inside the chest, 1 of them wrapped in a bedroll. You have the eggs in your possession again. Did you want to take these tents with you? Because these tents you took from the rearguard camp. Did you want to pack these up and take them with you? Did you want to keep these tents there? Pretty large and comfortable.
Man, we've got a cart. We might as well.
If we can,
absolutely.
We can always make a return trip if we need to, because obviously, I think we'll go back to doing what we were doing before with the eggs to get them to the cart that's just beyond the canyon.
Yeah, the cart's not far away. How many tents did you want to take?
How many are there? 3 or 4?
4. Yeah, there's 4. One of them is full of bodies.
3.
Maybe 3.
That's right.
Yeah, so one of them you piled all the bodies
we are
in.
really awful people.
By this point, the bodies are starting to smell a bit fresh, are ripe, shall we say.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, though, they are cultists, and we have tried to talk our way through a lot of stuff, and then fangirling wasn't super crash hot, didn't work out very well.
Oh no, that worked really well.
It did.
I just spread the marshmallow incense around. This is fine. This is fine.
It's not happening. I'm not here. None of this is real. It's all a dream. I'll awaken back at home in Oxenfurt. You pack up 3 of the tents. Carry them with you. If you had one, Leosin will carry one of them. Azure, you can carry another. Wiltix and Emeric have got the chest, I believe. No, Mira was doing the chest.
She was doing the ice.
I think Leosin and I were carrying the chest, weren't we?
Yeah, you were pushing it. So you guys can easily strap a tent to your backs each. Mira, you can probably strap a tent to your back as well. They're not very heavy once they're all packed up. And then Emeric and Wiltix, you're carrying the egg together. Yeah, so between the 5 of you, you've got this covered easily. You guys pass back through the narrow box canyon between the 2 areas where the rear guard had set up their blockade. And as you pass through underneath, you can see your cart, which you haven't seen for roughly 24 hours. Yeah, actually, no, closer to 38 hours. Yeah, you can see the cart partially covered in scrub and brush and some broken branches that you pulled down and packed up around it. You can see that the arrows are still sticking out of it that were there when you first got this cart way back in Oxenfurt. They have not been yet removed.
It's like a cup holder. You don't want to get rid of the feature. It's like
I'd probably say that the branches are balancing. The branches are balancing on the arrows, so it's actually helping to disguise it.
Yeah, cool.
Free shelf. That's what I see.
Free shelf. Yeah. The cart's got plenty of storage space. You can easily pack up the tents inside the cart. What are you guys doing? What's your plan now? Feel free to RP and describe in as much detail as possible.
Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say I just take the egg off my back and put it onto the cart.
So the cart has a rear storage space, like a trunk that you can easily, and there's also underneath the seats inside, there's storage space as well. The one inside is probably a bit more hidden, a bit more secret.
I'll probably put that one. I'll probably put the eggs or my egg in that middle compartment.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep, you pack it up and put it inside, 100%.
So what's everyone else doing?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll get to the front and start to prepare the horse. I mean, are they horses?
Yeah. So you had 2 horses. No, it was only 1 horse. Sorry. It is looking very, very thirsty. It is looking very, very hungry. It's lying on the ground, still hitched to the cart, panting. As you approach, it looks up very, very groggily.
We would not have done that. Surely we would have unhitched the horse.
But you guys didn't. You didn't put it anywhere near water. You didn't.
That's true. We didn't do those things. We didn't do those things.
Maybe we'll be a little bit more aware in the future of the horse.
It's
Mira,
not looking very happy.
Could you create us some water for our steed?
Can't create water. I can shape it though. I'll just create like a little water bend or a well of water for it to drink from my flask.
It very thirstily drinks the water.
Is there any water nearby?
You guys don't remember passing any or having interacted with any at this point.
And I'd say my flask is empty by this point.
Oh yeah. The horse will drink any water you've got left. Yeah. Wiltix, what are you doing at this point?
Well, I've just helped Emeric unload the egg and hide it into the middle compartment. So,
and the chest is there as well on the other side.
Yeah, I'll probably look. I don't know what Azure and all they did with the chest, but I'll probably help maybe Leosin with that then. If Azure went to go check on the horse.
Yep.
So then I'll keep. So Emeric will just keep doing that. So so that's him also doing things. So it's up to what you guys want to do.
Yeah, Wiltix, what are you doing?
I'll just be clearing off the rest of the brush, and once that's all done, I'm probably not strong enough to be lifting eggs or chests and things like that myself. So I'll perch myself on top of the cart and probably sit there and file down some of my wolf nails.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. And Azure, what are you doing at this point?
I'll feed some rations to the horse and try and get us on our way.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can feed some of your rations. There'd be some fruit and things like that you have in your rations. The horse, very greedily eats up anything you offer it.
And while I'm doing it, I'm just like whispering it.
Oh, what are you whispering?
You'll be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Are you saying it to the horse or are you saying it to yourself?
To the horse.
Could I please
I'm using my best angelic voice.
Could I get you to make me an animal handling check, please, Azure?
Natural 20.
Hey, that's what you want. Natural 24.
So this horse had taken a point of exhaustion after not being fed or watered for a day and a half.
That's fair.
After giving it water and Azure feeding him the rations, the horse is looking a little bit more rested. The movement speed is still going to be a little bit reduced, but for the most part, you seem to have coaxed the horse back to a fair bit of health, enough that it's going to be able to pull the cart.
Thank goodness.
I made a note when you guys left the horse and cart. I was like, I wonder what they're going to do with the horse. And I even prompted, I was like, so you leave the horse behind too? And you guys were like, yeah, we'll leave the horse behind. And then you started walking forwards. I was like, great, let me make a note of that. We'll come back to that in a few weeks.
I never even thought to think of that.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons with Owen as the DM.
It's fair. That's very real.
It's very fair. No,
I'm a scroll case DM, everybody. I'm taking so many fucking notes.
That's
yeah. So you guys
consequences, Consequences.
Yes.
Definitely have to think.
Actions equal consequences.
Definitely have to think a bit differently. Or not differently, sorry, just to be more aware of the horse's welfare.
All of your actions and inactions have an effect in my world, as much as I possibly can do. I love it when everything you do has an anything you do or don't do does have an effect, because that way you guys feel more like you're actually part of the living world, right? Like everything you do is it matters. Everything you do and don't do matters. If you guys wanted to get underway, you absolutely can start leading this horse back towards Greenest, leading the cart back. Was there anything you guys wanted to do before you take off in the cart, or are you pretty happy to carry on at that point?
Well, I don't know if Emeric, he's lugged everything on now. He's helped out with the eggs and all that. He's just gonna sort of prop himself up somewhere in the cart, just in the back, and he'll just chill out. Maybe sharpen his halberd or something. Now that he's been through a bit of combat, he's just sharpening it. Just doing stuff like that, I guess.
The halberd handle is going to be sticking out the window for you to be able to do this, but yes, you can.
Well, look, I'll do it for now. Yeah, while I'm cleaning it and sharpening. That's Emeric.
Wiltix, where do you want to be at this point? Are you inside or on top of the cart again?
On top of the cart, I'd be sitting up there. Yep. It's nice. It's night now, I suppose.
It's early morning. You guys headed into the cave.
Sorry, 11. Yep.
Yeah, it's 11, 12 o'clock by this point. You guys are probably getting a little bit peckish. You can have some rations as the cart draws off.
100%.
Yeah, it's only midday. You guys got up pretty early that morning and then headed into the caves, and you weren't there for very long, couple of hours most. So, yeah,
probably just lying on top, having a bit of a nap, enjoying the fact that I'm in sunlight as opposed to inside a cave. I'm not the biggest fan of being stuck inside. So
yeah, you feel good. The sun warms you. The cold cave seems a distant memory now as the warm sun laps across your face and body. Mira, What are you doing?
Can I talk to Azure?
Of course you can. Do you want to sit up front with Azure while he's driving the cart? Yeah.
Sit up front.
As Azure sort of gets up on top of the cart to drive the cart, you and Leosin at the same time go to get up on top next to Azure.
Nope.
And Leosin's like, I'm sorry. No, of course. You want to chat to your friend. No. He walks away and goes and gets inside the cart. He sort of sits across from Emeric and sort of looks at you, Emeric.
I'll sort of say, as they both sort of have their thing, I'm like, God, I wish you guys weren't so fucking awkward.
And then, of course, it's even more awkward as you sit across from Leosin inside the cart, just sharpening your halberd.
I give him a wink.
He pulls out a book and begins reading, occasionally glancing up as you sharpen your halberd.
I'll actually ask him a question about the book, but I don't want to.
All right, we'll jump into that in a moment. Then. Yeah, perfect. We'll jump back into that. So yeah, Mira, the Azure is sitting up on the cart. You can definitely climb up and join him.
Okay. I'll be awkward. I'll be like, well, technically, I guess I'm talking to both of you. I guess so. It doesn't really be that
doesn't
awkward.
Quite work like that.
Okay.
I'm sure he can hear you.
He's like from behind inside the cart. He sort of goes like, just about. Emeric.
I'll give him another wink and a nod.
Yep.
As I'm sorry. I just want to apologize for what happened in that cave. It wasn't right.
What are you apologizing for?
Well, guess I'm in two minds, and you're a monk. You understand that, well, violence is necessary, right? And
look, in the defense of one's honor and the defense of our friends, and brothers and sisters, we must defend. There's no need to just sit by, but I cannot idly sit by and watch senseless murder.
Suppose not.
But at the end of the, look, we live in the real world. There is right and wrong, and there is always going to be grey amongst the black and the white.
Very sage advice.
Mira looks at her red and white sides and thinks about that for a minute.
There is a world where both sides of you can exist in a Zen state, Mira. You must embrace the darkness, though.
How can you say that when you are so light yourself?
Well, the longer the shadow, the brighter the light. You can't have one without the other.
She just literally just says nothing, which is unusual.
Can I hear any of this conversation?
Yeah, everyone can.
You're up on top. Why are you... What... You need to have...
I was just going to... Sorry, once Azure would have said, the part about the shadow, I would have just piped up and gone, Azure, which one are you? Are you the shadow, or is Leosin?
I'm not sure. I think we dance between both.
You can insight check that, Wiltix. Of course you can.
I think we're both the light and the shadow.
No, I don't think he's lying.
No, you suspect. You suspect it's not that simple.
Yeah, I would have thought that because he's saying that they're not the same, they're two halves. I'm now, in the way he's talking about light and dark. I mean, I don't think it's too far-fetched for me to think that one of them might be light and one might be dark.
No, not too far-fetched at all. That was I think that was very insightful. You think it's not quite that simple, where it's just one is light, one is dark. You suspect that there's more of a complexity to this. Originally, maybe your first few interactions with Azure prior to the adventure starting, he did seem a bit of a goody two-shoes, but as time has gone on, there is a darker side to Azure that you've started to see. Almost like a zealotry to some extent, I would say, where he is absolutely devoted to his morality, and that is what he follows 100%. And he never compromises on it. He never changes his mind on it. And it's a bit more complex than light and darkness. You suspect both of them have lighter and darker aspects, I would say, given your insight. It's a bit more complex.
So you can continue your conversation now. I just would have thought I would have passed up if I heard something on those lines. Sounds interesting to me.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Mira's looking up, watching Wiltix as well. So what you're saying is that it is our choices who define who we are?
I believe that is 100% the truth.
But you also have a mission.
Yes, I mean, I think destiny plays a big part in it. It sets the roadmap, but it doesn't tell you which way to go.
Thought my mission was something else entirely, and now I have none.
But I think your destiny is falling in front of you as we speak.
I do not want to get pulled back into this world.
Well, look, to be honest, I don't know if we have a choice. That, I think, is the greater decision. The path of heroism is in front of you. Whether you take it or not is up to you. You could easily walk away. But, Mira, could you live with that? That is the question that will define you. Light or dark, evil or good. At the end of the day, it's our choices that define which way we go. And you have to live with that decision. If you can't, well, then you just get stuck. But I think it's pretty clear that you are wise beyond your years and have a pretty good head on your shoulders. And surrounded by these goofballs, I'm pretty sure we can make these decisions together. And you don't have to do it alone.
I just don't want to be used either.
Look, I completely understand that.
Can you, though? You're infused with a divine being.
With a divine destiny? Wouldn't you say that is being used at its most righteous? Saying that, we were sent here for a purpose, at least. I mean, the fact that I have free will to choose it or not to choose it. I mean, I actually don't know what would happen if I just turned around and didn't follow it.
Sometimes it's good to walk away from things and to choose something different, even if you don't know exactly what it will be like. Or what your life will be when you thought it was going to be something else entirely.
Well, I think that's all part of the grand plan. Every decision leads you somewhere. Every non-decision leads you somewhere else. It's all part of growing, of being alive. I mean, like, all four of us, all five of us are very similar. I don't think all five of us, had any idea what we were going to get into when this all started.
Well, that's true. I thought there'd just be a bit of coin, not a
grand quest
goddess.
To save the world.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I need to make some notes first. I need to go and analyze the situation. She'll bring out I'll leave you with Leos, and I'm sure you have a lot to talk about, so I need to make some notes. She'll go and start writing down all the kills.
Yep.
All the supplies that they've gone through.
Oh yeah.
A short story about horses and how to look after them.
Yes, a bit of an essay on horse care.
Oh yeah,
equine management.
We need to think about that a bit differently.
Yeah, note to self: look after horses.
Horses are like food.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emeric, what did you want to say to Leosa?
It was not going to be much. Oh, look, maybe it could. We'll find out. So while they're having that conversation,
yeah.
So I've winked at him. And he brings out the book and I'm like, so what do you got there? What book is that?
It is a notebook. I've been keeping track of various discoveries and insights that I've had while investigating the Order of the Dragon.
Okay. Is there anything about us in there?
Not yet. No, not yet. I haven't had a chance to update it with your information.
Well, you've certainly gained a lot, haven't you? You've discovered a lot of things.
Yes.
Maybe good or bad.
Yeah, that's fair. Complicated.
I don't know about you, but I sense a little bit of friction here.
Between you and I?
Potentially. It just sounds like some of the things that we've been getting up to hasn't really rubbed you the right way, no, has it, compadre?
You have to understand, I was raised and trained to fight with ferocity, to fight with honor, and fight with valor. Same as you. However, I was...
Maybe that's not so right.
You were not
mercenary.
trained.
I was raised as a mercenary since I was pretty much a kid. It's a little bit different. A little bit more rough-nosed.
It's just some of the stances that you've used, the techniques, they look to be more knight, trained martial groups would use.
Look, I might have gained a bit of that experience as well when I was part of a Paladin. So, look, I've lived a very different life from a lot more other people.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, if you have their fighting styles, I would hope that you have their code of conduct as well. I just worry that you are too bloodthirsty, you relish combat too much. It is a path to a very, very dark place. One of anger, one of blood.
I'm going to look into his eyes.
Yeah. Haunted One feature?
I'm going to use the Haunted One feature so you can get a bit of a glimpse into my history and my emotions, and I'll let him glimpse into the cacophony of chaos that Emeric sort of lives with, and the torment and betrayal and the... Yeah, so I'll quickly read that up quickly so that you know what it does.
Absolutely, yeah. I think
those who look into your eyes... So those who look into your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror and that you are no stranger to darkness. Okay, so don't worry about the commoners, but that's pretty much just what he'll take on.
Yeah. As you look deep into his eyes, his golden, angelic eyes, you see reflected back at you, oh yeah, a feeling of hope, of light, of... Hope is the best way to describe it. A feeling of hope. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll me a D20, Jared.
All right.
Just a flat D20. 18. I'm going to roll a flat D20 too. Like a public roll.
I'd like to see where this is going.
Yeah. Alrighty. You feel, despite the horrors you've faced, despite the journey that you have been on to get to where you are now, and the dark places that you've been, you feel there is still a spark of hope. As you look into Leosin's eyes, as Leosin looks into yours, that golden light dims slightly as he frowns, his brow furrowing. You have seen much darkness, Emeric.
Does he say anything else?
No, that's all he says as he looks at you.
Look, I'll be caught a bit off guard now. He's going to sit there for a second and actually contemplate what he just sort of felt.
As Leosin looks very troubled as well. There's this sort of furrowed brow. And as you maintain the eye contact and then break it, he looks down at his book, pulls out a quill, and begins taking notes on a new page that he turns to, seeming very troubled.
I'm gonna leave him be. I'm gonna honestly, like, that threw me off a little bit. Like, so
Leosin has a variant of the Haunted One background that I've created, and he has a variant of it. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's what you've seen there.
That was a really cool interaction.
I genuinely, when I did this so long ago when I sort of I turned Leosin from just an NPC into an actual character. And because I've been playing around with variant backgrounds, and I thought, oh, this will be fun to chuck in. And then when you revealed Emeric had the Haunted One feature, I was like, oh shit, I wonder if there's going to be any interaction about this. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it. We'll see what happens, because I don't care if we don't ever find out about this. This is a cool behind the scenes thing. And sure enough, you narrative legend.
So is it at this point that Mira walks in and sees Emeric on one side and Leosin on the other, so and because her features are split down the middle too, so she'll have Emeric on the red side and Leosin on the white side.
Yep. So
sit down next to Leosin.
So what you'll see as you enter probably is Emeric deep in thought now, actually, after what he's experienced, and you'll see, I guess,
Leosin deep in thought after what he's experienced. Yeah.
Awkward.
Well, that's the thing. As you step in, probably expecting a bit of awkward energy, there's not an awkwardness. There is.
It's almost like a sense of contemplation.
Yeah, there's a sense of contemplation. There's a sense of there's something has occurred between these two. Not something awkward, something different. And you're not sure what it is, and you're not sure what the effects are, but both of them seem thoughtful. They're not making eye contact anymore. Both of them are very much ingrained with what they're doing.
In that case, Mira will sit right in the middle of the floor.
Yep. Alrighty. And I think that's a really good time to wrap up our session.
I think it is.
A really good poetic moment.
I think we've really ended well with some, the talk between Mira and Azure. I was really...
Amazing.
I was just letting them go. I wasn't even saying anything, no comments or anything. I just let them write it out. I want to see where they.
Absolutely.
Because I was sort of getting drawn in a little bit there.
Well, when you guys get your webcams, people can see your reactions live.
They'll lose the magic. I think.
What magic?
Don't worry, that will happen. I will get it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. If you've been joining us live, I can see that a few of you have been popping in and out. Thank you so much. We're loving the live streams. This is great fun. We will be putting this up on YouTube and the podcasts. I've actually got the day off tomorrow from work, so I'm going to have this up tomorrow. Really quick turnaround for this one. Yeah, baby. I'll have this one up quickly. I know generally I've been getting to it by a Friday or a Saturday, but I'll get this one out a little bit sooner.
That's all right.
Yeah, look, when I get to it, I get to it. Yeah, so... Thank you so much for joining us. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe to whatever platform you're listening to us on or watching us on. Come and join us on the Facebook page or the Twitter page. I'd love to have a chat to you guys if you've been listening and enjoying it. If you've got any feedback, if you just want to have a chat. I'm really keen to have a chat with you guys and find out what you liked, what you feel like we could do a bit more of. If you're loving the combat and you want more combat, let us know. If you're loving the RP and you want more RP, let us know. We're just having a blast. Well, I mean, I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are having a blast.
I'm happy with how that session went, because it was got a lot of combat at the start, and then there was a bit of moral dilemmas, but then I think we really sort of it was really cool what we did at the end with some of the RP.
Yeah, I really talked it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think because the way that the Tyranny of Dragons module is set up is it's very much focused on go to point A, do B, get to point C, save D, head home. What we're going to be doing is there still will be a little bit of that when you guys are in the main sections of the module, but in between the chapters and sort of around the chapters, I'm going to be introducing as much of my own homebrew stuff as possible, just for fun.
We have to do something about these eggs, man.
Yeah, you guys have got...
That's not in the module.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
3 dragon
Emeric wants a mount.
Emeric wants a dragon mounts. Yeah. We'll see about that. Emeric's a big boy. Dragons hatch as small boys.
Don't get me wrong. He's not that dumb. He's not going to try and make a baby dragon be his mount. So he's going to try and raise it and be the mama.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's going to sit on our shoulders.
Yeah, look.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see how the interactions play out.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out.
But that's what Emeric's going to try and do.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Thank you, Simon, Andrew, Claire, and Jared. You guys are amazing. I love your work. Thank you, listeners, for joining us, and thank you, watchers. We will see you guys for episode 11. We cracked. We're in the double digits,
on episode
babies.
10, everyone.
Yeah, episode 10. It's crazy.
Yeah,
We've been doing this
crazy.
since July. It's
Really?
it's nuts. Yeah, not very long. We'll see. I know it's crazy. We will see you guys for episode 11. Now we're in the double digits. Shit is gonna get real.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Bring it on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks guys. We will see you next time.
Keep safe.
Yeah.
Wear your mask.
Keep safe.
Keep safe. We'll
See you later.